What's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of the Game Inspector. Now today we are going to do one of the worst fighting games of all time. Now when I was doing my Shaq Fu and the Slaughter Sport episodes, people were telling me about this one game. They said, they're bad, but they're not as bad as this. So, yeah. For those of you who think Shaq Fu or even Slaughter Sport is one of the worst fighting games of all time, you're mistaken. Today we're going to review, as the title says, Rise of the Robots. Now, growing up and stuff, I never heard of this game. I never played this game. In fact, playing it today is going to be my first time playing it. I've seen footage of it. Wow. Let's check it out. Let's get it. Alright, guys. Rise of the Robots. Oh man, I feel bad. They actually put the people that put the music and everything in here. Acclaim. They used to actually be where I lived in Glen Cove. Their actual building was there. Mirage? Isn't that something from like a movie company or something? Alright, so apparently that's the guy you play as. He's a cyborg and looks pretty cool. Alright, so let's get it. Yeah, the graphics look kind of cool for its time. You can see even the 3D model is kind of pixelated. So they have mission brief and training. Here it looks pretty cool. You're like, wow, look at the graphics. Now, I will say from what I saw from the Sega Genesis version, it doesn't look as cool. I don't know. But, yeah, network data, analyzing the next fighting robot, well, the first one. Yeah, it should be interesting. Of course, you could skip that, and eventually I did. It shows the level, kind of like some ghetto 3D, like the background. I mean, for its time, the background looks kind of cool, but it's so all you could really do in this game is kick and punch. So pretty much what I do in this one, you see my Shaq Fu video, I pretty much just kick and kick and kick, which you'll see me doing a little bit, but controls are a little awkward. He really does look like the guy from the Blue Man Group, like that he was rejected for steroids. This is what the other guys said. The one thing I will say that sucks off the bat of this game is that they pick this guy who you play as. You don't get to pick who you play as. That is a big thing in fighting games. I love fighting games, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, etc. And as you see, I lost. I still think Slaughter Sport is worse, because once you kind of get the hang of this game, it's okay. Now, I haven't actually tried to play through to beat it, and I have heard that the robots do get really hard and impossible towards the end, and that's got to be frustrating, because one good thing about normal fighting games is you can say, okay, well, I can't beat this guy with the guy I'm playing as, let me switch him out and get somebody else. You can't do that in this. Now, I don't know if in two-player mode maybe you could pick other people. I don't know. The guy I watched didn't do it, and fortunately I didn't go and check it out, but it would be something interesting to find out. So yeah, pretty much this is how I beat this guy. Just get him in the corner and kick and kick and kick. Reminds me kind of playing Mortal Kombat. My sister, she would do a lot of cheap stuff to win and forget about it. If I taught her any of the special moves, like she used to use Cyrex a lot in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, we used to play it on Sega Genesis. she would just spam the crap out of the net. It was so annoying. I'm sure she probably still remembers how to do that. In fact, I think we played the HD remake of the arcade one on Xbox 360. And I'm pretty sure at least one time she went back to Cyrex and spammed me with the net. But yeah, the backgrounds are, I mean, it's like a ghetto 3D, was that 2.5D or whatever they call it. I mean, the idea behind this game is pretty cool, fighting robots. There is kind of a similar game that's a lot better for the N64 called BioFreaks. I'm pretty sure those are robots. I don't really remember. I haven't played in a long time. I might review that in the next season. Yeah, I might as well. It's a decent fighting game. I remember I bought it off of either eBay or Amazon and didn't have it growing up. See, that's kind of cool. You know, robots all destroyed. Of course, when you lose, they show you all destroyed. My main thing just playing this for the first time is I just hate the fact that you can't play as anybody else. I mean, even Shaq Fu, you could play as anybody else, as long as you don't go to story mode. You know, that's where a lot of people mess up. They play story mode and then they're pissed, they're stuck with Shaq. Or you go to whatever the exhibition thing is, where it's just, you know, regular fighting game type thing. You pick your character and fight. And yeah, I mean, for its time, the graphics are kind of cool. Animations are a little but you know, I do like this game a little bit better than Slaughter Sport, but that's not saying a lot. Slaughter Sport right now is just one of the worst fighting games, period. And you know, in the end screen, I'm gonna put Slaughter Sport and Shaq Fu, so you see my reviews on them. Shaq Fu is Genesis versus Super Nintendo. The Genesis version is obviously better, for those of you who don't know. But yeah, man, this guy just destroyed me. Alright, so that was Rise of the Robots for Super Nintendo. Now, before doing this video, because I never played it before, I did see a video on the Sega Genesis version, and I will say this one's not as bad as the Sega Genesis version, or at least as bad as the guy made it sound. It's still a horrible game. I think what really hurts it in this, I mean, yeah, I mean, the graphics aren't as cool as they should be, but I mean, then look at, it's only, you know, 16-bit era. I mean, Super Nintendo can do some 32-bit stuff, or is 32-bit, I believe, actually. But I still think Slaughter Sport is worse than this game, but comparing it to the Genesis version, that game definitely takes the cake of the worst fighting game of all time. But this version, I would, if I had to choose between Slaughter Sport for Sega Genesis and this, I would rather play this, even though it sucks. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm going to put Slaughter Sport and Shaq Fu. A lot of people think that's one of the worst fighting games of all time. I did a video, if you haven't seen it. Those of you who are new to the channel, I compared the Genesis and the Super Nintendo versions, so definitely check that out. As always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'm going to put Shaq Fu and Slaughter Sport in the end cards. You're probably seeing them now. So, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.